It's 1 p.m. My sleeping patterns have been carved. Self-care day, and let's go answer some questions. So first comment is Liam T saying, "Chur, love the moustache, bro." And second one is Justin S also saying, "Loving the mo, bro." Well, getting rid of it because you two are the only ones that think it's actually good. Let it out. How much shorter should I go? Good question. Who are you? Who do you think I am, idiot? I'm the one asking you questions. Bro, I hope you don't answer the questions with that vocabulary, eh? Whatever, let's get started. Let me go put a shirt on first. Not a show off like you. Okay, Anonymous asks, 5 basic facts about you and your background. Born in Malaysia, bred in Avondale, Auckland since I was 6 months old. Potato top pies are the shit. Anime is life, and so is football. Jidden P says, "Hi Calvin, long time fan, first time commenter. Just wondering, who calls you Ronaldo or Messi? It's just I've never heard anyone say it. P.S. You make me tired watching you exercise." Same. Hi Jidden, thanks for your ongoing support. Here's some evidence for you.
Ronaldo!
Yo!
Whoa, is that Messi?
Oh, I think you have a mistaken name. Anonymous asks, what are your long-term goals for your career and your YouTube channel? Career-wise, I want to be able to tell the stories of like individuals or brands or companies that are creating even a little bit of joy in the world, whether it's in like food or art or music, sports, etc, etc. Personally, I want to be creating and seeking discomfort every single day. Shout out Yes Theory. And challenging myself creatively every single day. Yo, shout out to Yes Theory. Hell yeah, man. Definitely such a source of inspiration for me and so many people around the world, what they're doing. Everyone should definitely check out their YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, my long-term goals, it's too hard to say where this is going to head at the moment because it's just so early on in the channel. But what I do know is that every single video I want to be spreading a message or just having fun with it, having a laugh, even if it's you guys laughing at me making mistakes all the time. More importantly, it's like a documentation of my creative journey and starting out now to where I'm gonna be in 5 years or whatever. And it's also a platform where I can express my gratitude to all the people in my life that I care about. And if people that I don't know watch my videos and they resonate with it, then even better. What a deep guy, eh? Since you're so serious, Anonymous asks, tell us about the moment where you could pick up the courage to pursue your true passion. Well, come on bro, I'm in the bathroom. Ask the serious ones later. Bathrooms are where all secrets are told, bro. I don't know what kind of bathrooms you've been in. Alright, fine. Anonymous asks, what's your height? Okay, I'm sorry I annoyed you, bro. Chill. Someone actually asked that. I'm short and proud. Say your height then. Man, you're annoying. I know. 5'6" or 168.258 centimeters. Happy? Alright, drama queen, relax. Next, Leo Z asks, what advice do you have for people to act more confident and less awkward on camera? Love your vids, by the way. Hey Leo, he's one of my students that I used to teach English. Hope you're studying hard, bro. Thanks for the support as usual, and I definitely still feel uncomfortable talking to the camera, but the more you do it, the more chill it becomes. My main advice is to just have a laugh at yourself. You guys see my bloopers all the time, and yeah, just have fun with it. How's it look? Can't tell because you're holding the mirror. Nothing on your barber Paulie D though, eh? Bruh, no one's on Paulie's level. This is just for now. How about the back? Ask mom to come clean it up. She used to be an ex-barber, remember? Answer one more question before you go though. This is a naughty question. Anonymous asks, since you're shaving your mo and your hair, what about down there? You cheeky bugger. I'm not gonna answer that. I feel way better. You should, you're looking disgusting. Thanks, bro. No worries, bro. Should we get into the juicy questions now? Hey, are there heaps of those? A couple. Not sure why they want advice from you though. Same. Alright, brace yourself. This is a serious one. Are you ready? Jared B asks, 69 or doggy? Fucking hell, Jared. Didn't you say PG only? You know how cheeky my mates can be, man. True, that's why they're your mates. Alright, serious one now. Answer the same one from before then, from Anonymous. Tell us about the moment where you could pick up the courage to pursue your true passion. That's a really good question, actually. This is a really long story, so I'll try to summarize it as much as I can. But spreading awareness on depression and anxiety, because that is what this story is about. If anyone listens to this and, you know, feels like it helps them, then it's worth telling the story. So basically in 2017/2018, I was going through depression, and a major part of that was because I wasn't truly doing what I loved. Like, to my core, I was lying to myself all the time. But what made it worse was I was putting on this facade in front of all my mates, being this carefree, happy guy, because that, like, always smiling, always laughing, because that's who that's who my mates knew me as and my family knew me as back then. You know, I was always happy. But in contrast, when I was alone, deep in my thoughts, I just felt like shit, you know, it wasn't good. So luckily, I was able to be brutally honest with myself. I had to get out of this space, because if I didn't, I knew that, you know, I just wouldn't be in the right place for a long time. So I looked at myself in the mirror and told myself, what am I truly missing out on? And I knew it deep in my core always that creativity has always been a major part of who I am as a person. And so as soon as I made that decision to pursue creativity again, it was as if I had been like sleeping, you know. I'd been sleeping for 3 years. It's not like tutoring, you know, tutoring gave me so many life lessons. Being able to shape the future generation is so gratifying. But for myself, I hadn't looked after myself for so long that, you know, I was just eating at me inside. And a major part of the how I could get out of this slump as well was the people around me. You know, I had to think about I had to think about all the other people around me who had supported me for a long time, but I was so scared, I was so afraid to tell them. Ooh, getting a bit emotional. I was so afraid to tell them. I don't think I've ever been so scared to tell my mum something. My Asian bros and sisters out there know what it's like talking to your Asian parents, because you never have those kind of real deep moments. But I'd never been so scared in my life. But as soon as I told my mum, she surprised me. You know, she was so supportive of all my words. And yeah, secondly, my brother, when I told him as well, you know, us as brothers, we never really have these deep chats. You know, we're always so, you know, we always banter and talk shit. You know, he obviously gets his sense of humor from me. As brothers, you know, we don't really talk about those deep emotions, but when I did tell him, it was super heartwarming, and he's got my back as he always has. And lastly, my close mates, I'm not sure if they want to be named, but they know who they are. And yeah, when I was afraid to tell them, because I was afraid that they they'd perceive me as like a fragile, broken human because I had always been this happy, joyful guy. But not a single one of them thought that, and I'll forever be grateful for that. I realized that depression is not something to be ashamed of. It's, everyone goes through difficult times in varying degrees. It's not like I'm the only one that has felt like this, but having people around you that truly care about you and they have your back and they'd one out anyone that talks shit about you, knowing those people are with you and supporting you. You asked me where I draw my courage from to be able to pursue my passions. As I draw my courage from them. I draw my courage from other people, the people that are so important to me in my life, because without them, I would have crumbled so many times already. When I made the decision to pursue my creativity, I had so many self-doubts, like, am I good enough? Should I really be doing this? I'm comfortable where I am. What am I doing? But having others around you that will prop you up when you do, take a fall, having them at your back, that's the best motivation for you to go forward with what you really want to do. And that's how I see it every single day. I'm just super grateful and super lucky, to be creating and doing what I want to be doing. Yeah. Well, you can be serious when you want to. Okay, let's do a quick fire round and then we'll do one more spicy question. Hi. So Dan S asks, surely a footy sesh after lockdown? Yeah, of course, Dan, bro. You're gonna show me up in front of my 1 million followers, but let's go. Keenez. Georgia H says, bottoms up? Of course you would. It's 3 o'clock, Georgia. Am I really gonna down a beer right now? Anonymous asks, what would you do if you won the lottery? I said quickfire, bro. Someone asked, love the positivity in your videos. Chur. Another asked, what does chur mean? Chur. Chur. Last one for quickfire. Are you from New Zealand or Australia? Eh? Yeah, nah, not keen to answer that question, eh, cuz all good oos, no beef. Got heaps more questions to answer, eh, bro? Aw, you're so sweet. What? Whoa, relax. I didn't say it. Anonymous sent it. Oh, sweet as. Hi, I think we've relaxed on the bed for long enough. One more question from Jennifer Z. What motivates you to keep striving towards your goals even when you feel like giving up? And second part of the question, how do you stop from overthinking? Jennifer, another one of my ex-students. How are you? Thanks for the question. So for me, I can't speak for everyone, but from my own experience, for me it's I have to remember my why all the time. A lot of other people have said this, but knowing your why is such a big part of your motivation going forward. For me, it's my mum who's sacrificed an uncountable amount for me and my brother. My brother, who's known me since birth. Damn, I go crazy knowing you for that long. Yeah, I've definitely annoyed him since I've been born, but I know he secretly loves me. How could you not? Anyways, another reason is of course my close mates who I mentioned before. Watching them pursue their passions and their careers as well is such a driving motivation for me, because they're inspiring me to want to be better and every single day, doing as much as I can to pursue my goal. And yeah, that's my last why is my own happiness, because if you're meant to be pursuing this goal, you're meant to be there, having the motivation shouldn't be a problem, because it doesn't feel like a chore. It feels like a blessing that you get to do what you want to do every single day. Having that fire within you, along with the support system around you, feels like an armor. Nothing can touch you. Remembering my why is how I keep motivated and keep fully, immersing myself in what I want to do. I'm not saying I'm motivated every single day, every single second. That'd be robotic. But having that support system around you, I keep saying support system, but it's true, you know, having those people around you, and you know, it pushes you, because and bettering myself every day is my way of saying thank you to them, you know, because they've supported me and propped me up since day one. Your second part of the question, how do I stop myself from overthinking? Well, my mind goes crazy at times, you know. Well, I don't stop it. What I find helps is when I start thinking those, oh, what if I do it this way, or should I do it this way? Would it be better this way? Is I tell myself, control what I can. So if I've done everything in my power possible towards this task, you know, within my ability, then what will happen will happen. If we start dwelling on those little negatives, then that's what leads to overthinking. So if you change your perspective and focus on what you can control, it really does calm you down. And for me as well, when I do overthink and stress about something, I start doing something else that I love doing that relaxes me, such as, you know, football, writing in my journal, just exercising, dancing like crazy, listening to music. You know, it definitely does help. But yeah, overthinking is inevitable because it shows that you're really deeply passionate about something, you know, but you don't need to let that control your actions. I hope that helps, Jennifer. So what's next on the self-care day? What's next? Mom! Doesn't matter how old you are, you always feel like a baby when you sleep on mom's lap. I know all the audiologists out there say, you know, this is really bad, but self-care day, gotta treat myself. 没读这个，有一个人跟你讲话。
Auntie May loved than your mum held in your video.
I bribed her with ice cream. 还有多一个人问你这个。
Question for Auntie May. Have Kelvin always been so naughty?
我有坏蛋吗？我小到现在。
当然有啊。
Oh, this question better ask my brother. Answer that question. It's from someone asking it. Answer it honestly.
Are you the same on camera as you are off? Are you really that cheeky? You don't seem to be faking it. What, me or you?
Me!
Oh.
But you know me for ages, so...
Nah, he's weird. He does that all the time.
Did you hear your brother calling you weird? You are weird. Last question for the video is, how are you coping in lockdown, bro? All in all, it's actually been pretty good. Family life is chill, annoying my brother as usual, trying to keep as busy as possible, not feeling too crazy at all. I am stuck with this knob, however. Thinks he's funny.
I think I'm losing my mind.
I'm not always super happy, you know? But yeah. Watch the next video. My boys out there in New Zealand and around the world, if you're scared to cry, don't be. Let it out straight up.